can't breathe. But
you sure you didn't die?
yeah, I sure felt like it that fourth lap. I had the guy on, what's your name? Scott, is it? In the Pugsley. He was behind me the whole race. And I thought he was behind me on that fourth race in the last half. So I kept pushing it, thinking he's going to catch me on this next hill, I got to push it. He's going to catch me on the next hill, I got to push it. And then I find out he pulled out halfway. So it's like, damn. But I made it.
It was good motivation, though.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Had to keep pushing, right?
Absolutely.
So...
And it didn't, heart-wise, it wasn't pounding through my head this time. So that felt good. Felt good. Legs just didn't have it on the climbs. You know, they burned too bad, and I had to get off and run up the hills, but I did it.
So how do you feel after your first XC experience in almost 4 years?
Real good, actually. You know, I think if I really keep up a regime again, that I'll do okay in some races coming up.
Great. So what do you have planned?
I haven't really looked yet. You know, I was thinking about the Patapsco warm-up race, but I don't know. I'll see. It's just going to be a hit and miss.
Looking for
like.
XC distance kind of stuff? And
No endurance. I don't want to do endurance. No 50. Well, I
Short
might do
stuff.
1 50-miler this year. You know,
Which one's that?
50.
Stupid 50?
Yeah, I did that twice before. I really enjoyed it. It was a great course, so I might do that one. You know, just one. I don't want to do a lot of those long endurance ones. Nishimini, if that's how you pronounce it. That was That was the very first cross-country race I ever did. Was that race, and I did it every year. You know, so I did it 3 times. So really want to do that one again.
When was that?
The first time was 06. Yeah, 06, I think. Yeah, right after my heart attack.
So how long have you been racing?
Since 06.
Since 06?
Yeah, I did 2 years, 2.5 years, and then was out from cross country because of my heart. And in 2009, I started downhill. My very first race, I shattered my wrist, so I was out all summer. And I got in one downhill race that year officially from start to finish, and I actually finished in second, and that was in October, their final. And then the next year, it was 2010, I raced 31 races downhill that year. Came in second overall in the series. And then last year, what race was it? I made it through the second race and I broke my metacarpal. So I came back for the 4th race, and then the following week was playing around in dirt jumps and shattered my collarbone, had a plate put in. So I was out all last summer. I got to race the last race of the year, this past year as well, once the shoulder healed up. And that was the finals. And podium second in the finals again. So there's just something about that. So that must mean this year is going to be a great year, cross country and downhill.
This year is going to be a great year.
Yeah, I think
so. You're still going to keep up with the downhill?
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
I want to do a lot more Super Ds too. You know, Harlan's put on Facebook a Super D page, and I really want to follow that. I think Super D is going to be a great.
There's a real big rise in Super D, and not only Super D, but this new enduro style of racing.
Yeah, the stage enduros.
They're really trying to get, you know, some movement behind that.
West Coast, I think, has picked it up pretty good in the last 2 years. It's kind of in the Midwest now, Colorado, and hopefully this year we can get a bunch going out here on the East Coast. I think there's probably half dozen scheduled already. You know, Bear Creek, Massanutten, down in North Carolina at how do you say it? Piscataway? Pisca. Yeah. Then there's one in Alabama and Georgia. So yeah.
What are they doing with that Duryea? Is that how you say that?
Duray.
In Reading?
Yeah, Reading. That's going to be downhill.
That's just downhill?
Yeah.
And is there going to be a Super D there?
Just the downhill.
Straight up downhill?
Yeah, and there should be a lot of surprise pros show up too. You know, our local Nico Mullally with World Trek. I think some of his teammates may show up, maybe a few others like Sam Hill, or you know, some real top dogs are going to be there because the U.S. Open's like 2 weeks after that. So they're all flying into the States for the U.S. Open.
Very cool.
So that should be exciting to go see, participate in, but also see those big guys. You know, that's fun to always watch. This was cool. This was really cool. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed it a lot. No water crossings, thank you very much. The one down there I avoided. I went around it every time. I did not want to get my feet cold and wet.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the interviews today, Ed.
Oh, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. Anytime. It was fun. Thanks for the shots out on the trail.
No problem.
That's going to be fun to see.